Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Can you just take a moment to look at those skies? I mean, what? The weather has been insane, so pretty. I mean, this is still going to be beautiful in a howling gale, obviously, but wow, we have been so spoilt with the weather. Anyway, today's video, we covered a lot of miles. There's a lot of driving clips in this one, but I have kept them all in because the scenery is just so outstanding that I needed you to kind of see a little bit of what we saw. It's just such a stunning country. So gorgeous. Hello, sir. Oh, he's chewing on that post. Another day, another beautiful park up. Johnny is looking extra delicious tonight. He's on the cheese and wine. And look at our view. Oh my God. This place is awesome. Oh, and also check out that van. How flipping cool is that? I love it. It's an old Mercedes. Anyway, the reason that we're here is because the people here are dog trainers, or I don't really know actually. I haven't spoken to them properly because Sunny started gobbing off at them when they pulled up to take our money. It's a campsite, but you can actually rent one of these spaces to stay in. So if you're here, just in the big grass field, of which there's like 2 of us here, and if you pay cash, it's 15 quid. If you pay through online, it's 16 quid. So there's a handy little hint for you all. Or for £24 a night, you can rent one of these things and it's a secure lock-in. So you could drive the van into there and then just have Sunny off the lead. And there's 2 with wooden walls. So these are specifically for anxious or aggressive dogs. They've got a completely contained space so they can enjoy their holiday too. And then at the end, there's one with like wire fences so the dog can't get over it, but they can still see what's going on with the world. So if your dog hasn't got good recall, then that would be a good one. How lovely is that? Anyway, I wanted to stay in one of those, but Johnny's like, nah, let's just park up in the field. And we don't let Sunny off the lead, so it's not really that big a deal. But it looks like we're about to have a gorgeous sunset. I'm just off to the ladies. There are these 2 little cabins in the field. It's very basic, and this is definitely my kind of campsite. I love it. Let me flip you around. So in each of these is a toilet and a shower and a sink. And then this is for washing your dog. How cool is that? Oh, and I forgot to say, over there somewhere, there's also a dog field, an enclosed dog field that you can rent, I think by the hour. And there's also dog agility classes here and dog training classes and all kind of cool things like that. That's really great. And there you go, that's the facilities. Anyway, nature's calling, so go away, would ya? Gosh, Stroof. I tell you what, we're packing up. We're leaving from the doggy campsite. We're heading into town and then we're going to head north up the Cairngorms. But I have to say, when you pack up camp, when you're doing this lifestyle, it's exhausting. It's so exhausting. You've got to get all your rubbish out. You've got to empty your grey water. You've got to... What else you got to do? You got to sweep it all out. You got to fill up your water and I'm a knackered shower. Can you tell? I showered. I smell much nicer now. Yeah, there's been a lot today. But anyway, we had a lovely time. A very basic campsite, but really lovely. And if you have a little nervous dog like we do, then I highly recommend it. I'll drop all the details for this campsite down below. If you're up in the area and you want to go and stay here, it's beautiful. Very quiet. Very quiet, so quiet, but don't expect bells and whistles when it comes to like the washing areas and the facilities. It's a basic campsite, which actually is what we prefer. We don't like the shiny, poncy, shiny, glossy sites. They're not for us at all. This is just a field with a couple of little sheds in, an outdoor tap. Oh, the fire pit. That's kind of it. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get on the road. So a few days ago, we passed the sign to this place, the House of Brouwer. Apologies if I've said that wrong. So I went online and checked out what they were, and they're like a gigantic farm shop, food hall, deli, like all of the things that make me very, very excited. So when we kind of got close to it on this day, I'm like, right, wait, stop, pull over, we're going in there. And yeah, I got shop happy. What an amazing place. Can I get the black pudding one, please? Thank you. Apparently this is Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry on that there island. So if you go onto Apple Maps and look at the loch that we're currently staying on and zoom in, you'll see there's that island in the middle. And if you just zoom into the island, oh my goodness, what is that? It's official. I found Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. You're welcome. Hogwarts. Pikey. Look at the colour of me. It is 6 o'clock at night and I am sweltering. Just look at this sun. Look at this. Scotland, cool the flip down. It's so hot. Yikes. So
lovely.
It is lovely. I mean, I'd rather it was doing this than raining, obviously, but my God, it's baking hot. We've got dinner on. We're at that lovely little lakeside park up with the island. Lochside park up with the island that apparently is called Hogwarts. We got chicken for tea, in case you wanted to know. And everyone else has now left. We had some other people parked up. Some people were swimming. A lady was in the water with 2 of her dogs doing some hydrotherapy or something with them. We had a guy sat on his deck chair next to us. It's like being at Blackpool Beach. So we're actually heading up north from here. I think we're only about 20 minutes, half an hour away now from a village called Findhorn, which is like a little hippie community. And apparently the village is really lovely too. And I'm really excited to see that place. But we realised it was like 4 or 5 o'clock as we were heading there. So we suddenly thought, you know what, let's just try and find a park up. And I'm so glad we did, because this place is perfect. Unfortunately, we get no signal here, but I did read online earlier that you don't need a permit to fish for trout in this lake. I have brought a rod. I don't know that I would honestly catch anything, but and I don't know whether to trust what I read on the internet. I don't, like, how do you check if I can't go online? I don't know. So probably best that I don't go fishing. I might go for a swim though after cooking this really spicy meal, because I'm already sweating and I haven't even tasted it yet. So this is dinner tonight. It's chicken satay with a whole load of spring onions over the top. And sorry, Pub's got onions in. You're not allowed any. After dinner, I did indeed get in that loch, and here is the proof. It took me a long time to get under that water. It was proper chilly. Wow, but it felt so, so good. And I think overall, this has been my absolute favourite park up so far. This spot was just magic. And we just found this and all our other park ups we just found on the Park for Night app. That's a really great resource if you're travelling through Scotland. Really, really good. I've also got the Britstops app, which is now paid for app. We used that once and it ended up being an extremely expensive evening. That will be shown in a future video, no doubt. How pretty is that? Oh my God. Wow. I could just live here. It's bloody beautiful. Wow. And after another Grumpy Builder fry up, we headed north to the little village of Findhorn.
Hey?
So this is the real reason that I wanted to come to Findhorn. I've known about this place for years and years and years, but I've never made it up here before. So this is the eco village at Findhorn. This started off life, I think, back in the 60s or maybe even 50s as a campsite. This was all sand dunes, and they had rows and rows of caravans that people could come up and rent. And this couple and their friend, who were deeply spiritual and deeply into meditation, they came up here, and over time they transformed this dusty, dry, sand duney site into, well, honestly, into a forest. There is so much lush growth here, it's quite incredible. So up until the last year or two, this was run as the Findhorn Foundation, and you could come up here and do permaculture courses, you could come up here and do all kinds of trainings and see speakers from around the world, and it was a hub of spiritual development. Unfortunately, that kind of branch of Findhorn, I believe they went bust, I think they went under, and now it's set up as the new Findhorn Foundation. I'll leave links down below. But there's still a campsite here, so you can bring your van here and come and stay. There's still a beautiful cafe. We took a tour with this lovely lady, Ellie, just to really get a feel for the place. And because it's such a big site and there's so much cool stuff going on here, I'm so glad we took this tour. It was fascinating hearing about the history of the place, seeing the changes that they've made over the last 40, 50 years. It's a really special place. It's had some troubles in the last few years, unfortunately, but it feels like this new group of people that are kind of picking it up and moving it forward have got some really exciting plans to put this place back on the map. And what I didn't realise about Findhorn is that there's actually, as part of the eco village, people actually move here, they buy a plot of land, they can build an eco house. It's a real community of like-minded people. I really, really recommend you go and check it out if you're in the area. Well, as you can probably tell, I'm now home, sadly, so I'm just finishing off the last edits of this trip to share with you, or in between being incredibly crazy busy getting ready for the shop launch, which is happening on the 15th of October, so not long to go at all. And I just wanted to very quickly jump in here to say hello to my new leathers. Look at this. Oh, I'm in love. I've also got new products coming in too, and I'm going to give you a sneak peek. We have some very cute glasses cases or glasses slips that you just pop your reading glasses in or whatever. I'm very excited about these and I really enjoy making them. And isn't that leather just scrumptious? Oh, I love it. Today I'm going to be making some out of the greens. I can't wait to see that. And I haven't sewn them up yet, but I have got some in the beautiful turquoise blue as well. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. My mum has been bugging me for months to get some different coloured leathers in, and I finally relented. I love them so much. I'm gonna have to have one of everything in every colour now. Anyway, complete sidetrack there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed putting it together. It's been a real story to tell and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm so glad we finally got to go to Findhorn and check that place out. Just beautiful. Anyway, I've got one, possibly two more videos coming up in this Scotland series, and then I'm going to be in the studio a little bit prepping for the shop launch and for a couple of markets I've got coming up close to Christmas. And going forward, I want to spend the winter exploring Devon and Cornwall in the noodle van, me and Sonny, maybe Johnny if we can get him off of work. So yeah, hopefully you'll keep hanging out with me, even though the Scotland trip is so sadly coming to an end. We spent a month on the road and we did not want to come home. Darn it. Anyway, big love. See you in the next one. Mwah.